ham sandwich, and I'm raising this brown sugar.
It's hard to see inside someone else's family, to find what holds it together and what might tear it apart. We begin in rural Georgia. Dwayne Whidden worked long hours, which left little time for his 3 young children. On November 26, 1994, he decided to take them hiking in the mountains of the Chattahoochee National Forest.
Okay, you guys done? Ready? All right, in the garbage. Sure. Got to bear-proof it. In here.
My kids enjoy being outside.
Hey, baby, can you get it? There you go. Matthew, let's go. Let's get our walking sticks.
Dwayne had just bought them brand new hiking sticks that week, and they wanted to try it out.
Ready? And march.
I don't want them.
Okay.
If you want them,
Hey, we got a squirrel over there.
wait.
6-year-old Matthew and his 2 younger sisters had hiked together before.
Yeah, you like this, huh?
I like the fresh air up there, the trees.
Look how pretty that is.
We saw birdies, and I saw a raccoon.
Calm down, put you down, baby. I'll tell you what. Let's come over here.
Sometimes Rachel and Naomi get tired,
Matthew, come on.
and so my dad said, let's take a break.
You guys can play in the rocks and don't go nowhere, okay? I'm going to go right up here on top of this hill.
He said, he'll stay here and play while I'm going to go look for a hog, deer, or bear.
I'll be able to see you, but just sit tight, okay? Find you some rocks or something. Find me pretty rocks. Nice, don't get muddy.
He didn't go very far, but we couldn't see him. Where's Naomi? I don't know why. When I turned around, Naomi was gone. Daddy, where's Naomi?
When we continue,
They located coon hunters, campfire, deer, everything but.
when Dwayne Whidden's youngest child, Naomi, disappeared while hiking with her family in the mountains, Lumpkin County's emergency management director, Don Seabolt, was brought in.
I got a call that we had a 2-year-old lost.
What happened?
According to the father, he'd done a search of the area and could not find her.
Okay, what was your last wearing? Little hiking boots, purple pants, pink
She'd been
shirt.
gone about 1 hour at that point. Darkness was coming, and it was going to get cold that night. We needed to find her quick.
Remember, mark your left flank. Let's go. The second group gets signed in and form up on me.
We decided to go ahead with a full-blown search.
Team leader, I want you to mark your left flank, okay? Line search. Move in. Be sure to search everything.
We were trying to search about 1,500 feet race to start with.
Behind you there on the right. When you cross the creek, 3 holes in the bank. There you go. Naomi! Naomi!
County Sheriff Jett was also at the scene.
The incident in Carolina, the mother was involved in the disappearance of her children. It had only been a week prior.
My name's Jimmy Berry. I'm the
When we didn't find the child within a reasonable distance, we began to suspect foul play.
We're going to need to talk a little bit more about this.
We could not be 100% sure that the father was being truthful. We had to speculate the worst.
As the sun was setting, the weather was getting colder.
Cover it good. Cover it good. Don't miss anything.
At night, you have almost got to walk shoulder to shoulder, or you're going to miss something.
Rain's coming in.
Myrna Whidden had been at work when she learned her baby was missing.
Yes.
This is the mother.
Oh, okay.
What tore me up the most was just to think of her out there by herself, just crying.
We're trying our best.
I didn't want her thinking that Mommy abandoned her.
I know she's cold and hungry.
I prayed for God to, send angels to protect her.
The National Guard had an infrared helicopter come in to assist us on this search.
There's individuals in the woods there. Yeah, contact. There's 5 right there together.
They located coon hunters, campfire, deer, everything but my little girl.
My emotions got real low, thinking that somebody has taken this little girl. We'd been over these areas too much. She was not there.
No, sir, it's just like I told you.
I was interrogated for hours. It was incredibly frustrating, but I cooperated simply because it was my little one. I love her with every fiber of my being, as much as humanly possible, and then some. I wanted her found.
Temperature was in the 40s. We did not know for sure whether she could even make it with the temperatures that low.
We need a morning weather forecast. Kerosene heaters for these tents.
All that kept coming back to my mind is the night before Thanksgiving. I let the kids tell me what they're thankful for. And Matthew had told me he was thankful for his sisters. And it broke my heart to think of life without her.
Keep your spirits up. That's what we're looking for. We got to find her.
And this morning crept up on us. The volunteers that we had were totally exhausted.
Hot to drink. We'll get you back out there, okay?
I knew we had to get fresh bodies in.
Let's go.
Okay, what Don told me...
Don called Barry Church, the emergency management director of nearby Habersham County.
She's been missing about 12 hours. We have used a computer program a number of times when we've had missing persons in our area. And I told him we'll be more than happy to see what it will tell us. Okay, guys. First thing that I need to know is how many are trained as EMTs, first responders?
By morning, more than 250 people were searching for the missing girl, including high-angle rescue team member Kip Clayton.
The computer scenario told us that instinctively the 2-year-old little girl would try to climb to the highest point she could get to, but she would more than likely be not much further than 2,000 feet from where she was last seen. Also, because of the time she'd been in the woods, the weather, the chances of finding her alive were pretty slim.
Shane Lively, a firefighter in another county, had also volunteered to help search.
The computer had predicted that Naomi could be anywhere that could give her shelter from the weather. There had been a tornado that came through the year before. We were supposed to start in the middle of that area and come back to where she was lost from.
Y'all go up over there.
But Kip decided to go to the back edge and start there, seeing as how there were that many more trees down that she could have been laying behind.
10-4, we're just about in position. How y'all looking?
We're lined up and ready to go.
Y'all start moving out.
Okay, we're moving.
All right, y'all start moving, guys. Be careful.
Oh my God, there she is. I got her. Whoa, stop, no. I gotta check her.
She was bloated. Just looking at her, I thought she was gone.
Don't touch her.
I knew that it would be considered a crime scene, that they would want it as untouched as possible. But then I heard a whimper.
God, she's alive. Get me a vehicle back here now. Get it back here now.
That was the happiest words I have ever heard in my whole life. That she was alive still. And that I would be able to see my little girl again.
She wasn't moving.
Naomi, sweetheart.
And she was cold. She was so cold. And she was a purple color.
Sweetheart.
She had bubbles coming out of her mouth where she was trying to breathe. It's just... see a little girl like that. She wouldn't... It's not possible.
I got a pulse. I got a pulse. Let's go. Let's go. Come on, sweetheart. Come on, sweetheart. Get us a vehicle. We're going to be sitting in the road. Come on. Come on, sweetheart. Come on. Let's go.
We were trying to keep her making noises, trying to do anything, just to reassure yourselves that, you know, you did find her. She is alive.
Hurry up, Don!
2-year-old Naomi Whidden had been lost in the woods for nearly 24 hours when she was found on the edge of the area the computer had predicted.
It was just like 1,000 pounds had been lifted off everybody's shoulders. I didn't know how alive she was, but at least she had been found.
To see the emotion that was felt just for a stranger was unbelievable.
At nearby St. Joseph's Hospital of Dahlonega, Naomi was examined by emergency physician Thomas Rickner.
Lower extremities.
Her core temperature was around 70 degrees as best we could determine. She was severely dehydrated, and she had no blood pressure and no palpable pulse.
Dry her and get our blankets on her.
Checking her rectal temp.
I knew that she could hear me, so I said, "Your daddy's here, and I love you." And she looked up at me, and she recognized me, and she began to cry. She busted out crying, and it was one of the sweetest moments in my entire life. I knew she was coming around.
I'm able to get a
We got you.
They're here.
That's it.
Daddy, please.
Remarkably, Naomi came through the ordeal with no permanent injuries.
You ready?
I felt really bad having lost her. She did suffer, and that hurts me as a parent, not being able to protect her.
Me and Mike would like to play with her. I love Naomi this much. I'm glad she's okay. Who is that?
All the rescuers and all the searchers, I want you to know that I am so grateful to y'all. Next time I ever hear of anyone missing, I'm going to be the first one out there to look.
Being part of finding her really is something I'll never forget. That's just a special event, like going to the Olympics or something. That was my Olympics.
Gotcha.
Because people poured out their love, we received our little love back again.
Next.
Oh my God. 911 emergency. Oh, this is terrible.